Welcome to Trading Lounge and the daily US stocks for Friday, February 18th. And today I just want to start with Goldman's. We'll have a look at the rest of the banks a little bit later, but they kind of fall into the same vein. And as you may know, we're looking, this top up here can also be a wave 3, but it suits better as a wave 1, but that's not the point. We're looking at an A and a B and a C correction here. The C wave is a little bit sharp, but we normally see it a bit sort of lazier than that. But it has retraced back up to the 50-60% retracement level in 5 waves, not 3 waves. If it got there to 3 waves, then I would have been concerned that we would be moving down further. Now we've got 5 waves there, so we're pulling back into the 50-60% down here as wave 2. And this would be the same for Apple and so on and so on. So it just sets a nice sort of template, and we're just going to have a look at the hourly chart and then the 15-minute chart. I don't have a fantastic view on the detail here on this particular charting program, but you know that we've been working through it. So we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave that we've been working through, and then the B wave, and then we're in the C wave here. So if you've got a keen eye, you can see 1, 2, and that strong move down there's got to be a 3rd wave. So then there'll be a little 4th and a 5th coming into the 62% retracement level area there. And once that's completed, then I'm thinking that we move up from that point. That's always been my sort of logic. And it's pretty clear on Goldman's here. And the other point too is that with our bullish weekly cycle, we normally see Thursday as the bear day and then Friday as the bullish day. So I'm thinking that tonight we'll see things firm up a little bit and make that turn. So in a nutshell, that's what we're looking for across most markets. Okay, so I just thought I'd start with Goldman's because it's just simple, but that's the main pattern. Now when we look at the other stocks, they'll all be sort of variations of that to some degree. And there's stocks like Square and Facebook Meta that are doing other things, but yeah. So when we look at Apple here, that's been a bit of a core theme for a bit of a pun, I guess, the Apple core. So yeah, it's the same sort of thing here as well. We've got that, ABC down here. In this case, it's a wave 4, and then we've been looking for wave 1 to the upside. Now, I can also put wave 1 over here, and I think that's a really good fit. So I've got 2 counts for this here, but they're both bullish. One is that we've got wave 2 here, and we've got wave 1 up here, and then we've got coming back for wave 2. And the other one is that we come down further for this. But let's go in and have a look at both of them. So So this is one here that we use in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and then going up for wave 5 here in 5 little waves here. See, the other count that I've got has this down here as well, we'll look at that when we get there. It's slightly different, but as a B wave, as an A wave here, and then a B wave to here, and then a C wave over here for that. Having this in as a low over here for that, but we'll look at that on the 5-tick chart. In this case here, we look at this as the top, down for the A wave here, and then from the low here as 1 and 2, and basically 3 and 4 in through here, and then wave 5 here for the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave for the B wave, and then we come down here come back down deeper into this this area here for this wave 2. So that's possible at that point, having that as wave 1, an A and a B and a C. Now the other count here for this, let's just get a bit more data in here. Let's go the whole hog. So in this case here, it's slightly different in that we've got 1 ABC for 2 here, and then looking at that spike for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 up here for wave 3, and then 4, and then 5 for wave 1. Comes our local garbage man, and wave 1, and then an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave for wave 2. So I kind of like that as well, you know. I think that's good. And well, I kind of prefer this count really, because it kind of suits, like if we were taking on the Goldman's count for a moment then, you know, Goldman's has got a little bit more to go down to finish its pattern. And then this one here would do the same. So this one here is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then an A and a B and C, because we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for this, an A and a B and a C here. And it's kind of interesting really, this whole, when I think about it, this whole pattern here is a little fractal of this bigger pattern here, because we've got that spike there in the third wave, we've got this spike here, we've got this particular top here where we've got this higher one here, is the same over here as well. We just got that one a tad higher here. So it's this is like a sort of, I wouldn't say exact, but even this wave, you know, all this wave 1 here and this, all of this here, this little wave through, it's all the same, in pretty much the same in here as well, very close. So in this case here, we would see, we could look at this as wave 1 and 2 and 3 here, and a 4 over here and a 5 coming down to finish this off. I kind of like this. So if this was the case, then the safe trade will be back above the 72. We're in group 2 here, 65. Well, we're not 66, sorry. We're in 2 group 2s here. So we've got 65 down here. I should actually just change that a little bit. 65 there, and the 72 in here, so I'm just going to highlight that a bit different. This is minor group 2, and then the 80 here, so it's quite big in this case. I mean, there's a lot of space in here, but then also then we've got another little group 2 in here. So anyway, there's a lot going on in group 2, but look, basically the 72 will be a bit of a line in the sand to get support on. We can kind of see that it's the resistance here, so if it gets back up there on support after it's checked lower here, then you know that we're moving up at that point. So the 72 would really be a safer line in the sand to work with. Okay, so, well, that's that really, in a bit of a nutshell, so a bit to mull over. And we also know that the 72 is the place that would seem safe to start building to the upside at that point. Okay, so with Amazon here, as you know, yesterday we were looking at this as an A wave, a B wave here, and then we were looking at this as 1 and 2, and we had wave 3 in here, and maybe part of wave 4, and then we're looking for one more little move up to make C of B. So that's all sort of done there. Now, this looks like it's got a bit further to go down now, so we'd be looking for something like this here. So in this case, we've got like more downside here. So also here as well, if I'm wrong here, if this wave 2 is already over here for whatever reasons, then this can be wave 1 and 2 here, or 1 and 2, and then a 1 and 2 and build up from there. So what we need to do in this case is we need to work with that particular high. Now we can bring that down there to the B wave high. I mean, if it got to the box here, you could probably buy it here anyway, or well, rather on the 3,000, because there would be a bounce on that. We know it's strong because it didn't quite get to here, so we know that there's, you know, buyers at that point now. So yeah, anywhere in that space would be good. But the general idea, if you want to take it steady to get a small position here, like just break your order up into, you know, 3 or 4 pieces or whatever, some here, then some back on when the 100 becomes the support, and then the 200 and the 300. You could probably overtrade a little bit if the 300 became the support, because then we would be leaving this 3,000 at that point. And so for that there to be support, you definitely need this here if you're going to, you know, extend your positions, because really the idea of, you know, you add to the winners and cut the losers, you know. A lot of people do the opposite, but that's the way to go. I mean, if you're a gambler, you just add to the winners and reduce your loss, the losing trades. You know, it's a lot of folks add to the losing trades and take their winners to take their profit off the winning trades and add to their losing trades. I mean, it's a very common mistake. You know, it's only once you've gone through a mistake, you know, a handful of times that you kind of experience it and know what to do about it. What's this here? That's just another program, I think. Yeah, right, it's okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, so with Google here, we were looking at yesterday, as you know, we're looking for a little ABC here, and then we've got little 5 waves down here for 1 and back for 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So I think we've got a buying opportunity at 26.50, but we're also in group 2 here. But I think that what we'll do is we'll just wait to get back over here on that. So we're kind of there. Meta, no change here. We're looking at wave 4 up here. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here for. So there should be a good bounce off the, you know, if you're looking to buy this, then the 200 would be a good place to do that, but we can nail that down a bit further. We'll see how we travel with this. So a bit more downside to come here. And moving on to, I'm a bit unsure about Microsoft. I've got the situation where we've got wave 1 here with an A wave, a B wave and a C wave for wave 2. But as I've keep mentioning with this, it doesn't really line up with the rest of the markets. So, and I don't really have a really good impulse wave coming up here. I could look at this as wave 1 in here and 2 here, because it is a little 5-wave structure in here, 1 and 2 and 3. I could put 4 and 5 here, a truncated 5th wave, or I could look at all of this as 4 and over to here. It's either that, or I basically look, if I could just use these, wrong degree of structure, but an A and a B and a C wave over here for this, and we actually come down a bit further over here. You know, but either way, we haven't really got that nice, we haven't got support on major trading level 3, so we haven't been able to go long at this point. So yeah, I mean, I could look at that as wave 1 there, and an A and a B and a C to come down here a bit further and look at that. It's not very sort of clear here, but really you'd probably have to take it as an ABC correction here, and then we would see further downside, so just enough to take that low out here and then turn up from that point. So I think that's what's going on here, but certainly we don't have an entry at this particular point for this in according to my sort of thinking. So Tesla, we've got I've got this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for 1, an A and a B and a C for 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 here, and then an A and a B and a C wave here. So in this case, we've got a little bit more to go here on this. It's pretty clear this is 5 waves. Could I put that? No, I can't look at that as a B wave here. So it's kind of the same as Apple in a way, the second one in Apple where it needs to come down further. So I think that this here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll come down a bit further for that, perhaps. And then we'll get a retest of that 900 level there. So I'll just take that to the 61.8%, and then that means that that's just going to pop its head up over the 900 and then get hammered back down into this move here, I'd imagine. So if we were going to go long here, we would need a really good setup at that point. It'd have to be solid. In fact, 910 would be a safer entry at that point, you know. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so you need a pretty strong case for a move, you know, to go up. So yeah, it's say 9. I'll put this over here 910, so it'd have to have a support on 910 to move up there. Alrighty, so Square, I'm still a bit unsure about this particular count here. As I mentioned with Shopify and that, we're still looking for further downside. I'll just have a look at Shopify if that's what we need to bring that up anyway. So we talked about Goldman's here, and I think let's just go to the 15-minute chart while we're here and just have a closer look at that still, just so I make sure I've got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this box. So they were the first 5 waves we were looking for. Then we had the correction. I mean, the correction could be this one. That could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Or, yeah, I don't know. I'll go with the ABC to here. Anyway, we're not seeing the first little impulse wave to the upside, and that's what we're looking for. Let's have a look at Morgan's. Morgan's the same here. We're looking for down and up and down. It's slightly different here. You could probably look at that as 5 waves. So anyway, we could go at this point, we could go long above here. So yeah, but we'll probably end up, you know, coming down here further. I don't know, we'll see. It could just go straight up from there. Anyway, we'll catch it above that high. That shouldn't be breached. I mean, because I can look at this as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that could be slightly different. They don't all have to be exactly the same. And this one here, so what's the name? Bank of America there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then the correction in here. I'm not really sure about that, but it looks like a third. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So the 61.8% is here. So we should see a turn in the banks in the next session. Shopify, where was that? Oh, that's down nearly 9%. It was just that it had that. I don't know if you remember, but it was this pattern. It was this pattern here that was kind of the same as Square, but Square made a new low on these ones, and this one didn't. But the rest of it was the same. But I can see here now we've got an A wave, a B wave, and 5 waves for the C wave, and then down for 1, and an A and a B and a C here for 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case here, we can look at this as 1, 2, where are we? Down here, 6, 6. Anyway, there's somewhere for wave 3, then there'll be 4, and then there'll be 5 down here. So that will take us down to the 600 just in that. I don't know what the rest of this is up here, but I was just kind of interested in that. But and that appeared to be corrective at that point. So that would make all of this pattern here. So what we could do, we'll still go long there. Look, I really don't know if it's going to come down and finish off this 5th wave here, or we're already done here with a 5th wave over here, and we're just going to be going up from that point. So we could bring that down on, if you're keen on this one, on the 10 here. If the 10 became a support, now that it's traded lower, if that 10 becomes a nice classic trading levels pattern anywhere along the line, then you can move in at that point, but it'll still be around that particular high there. But yeah, if we got that, that would be the setup to go long at that point. So we can move this, because that's a slight sort of refinement on that entry using that price point there. Otherwise, we'll just continue to move down at this point. But I did like this here. That was the actual low, and we do have 5 waves up there, and then we do have this this move down, this move up, and this move here. So it looked like an A and a B and a C to this point. So we could, and we also counted this up as 3 waves, right? So we could look at this as the I mean, it fits, but it's probably not right. The A wave here, the B wave here, and a C wave down here for that. So that would be 1 and 2 here and a third wave. So there could be just like, I don't know, I need to pull it apart, but there could be just a 4th and a 5th here to come down to cover that gap there and then move up from that point. So that would be how that could be bullish at that point. But also don't get lost on that. Still use that there, because this could also just, continue down at this point in some way or another as down for 1. But yeah, this could be an A and a B and a C wave here, down for 1, back for 2, down for another smaller 1 and back for 2, down for 1 and back for 2, and then just keep on sort of keep on moving down here. And if it does that, as I've probably mentioned before, because I always pretty much say the same things, is that once it's down here, then we'll just pick it up over here for this and look for that support over here and look to go along over here at that point. I kind of like it when they do come down here, because I know that when the market comes down, it's like a ball and it starts bouncing and then drops down. But when it comes, it can either come back up and retest this and fail at that point and go down lower, or it's going to find support. And if it finds support, well, then we need to put our trading hat on and go with that, So yeah, still working this low here basically. So that's where we are with that. Okay, so I'll leave it all at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.